Hello folks, D-Man Biker here again, just showing off my newest ACF contraption. This is the A19 Armored Car. It's a very lightly armed vehicle, armored vehicle. Weighs about 5 tons, about 12.7 millimeters of armor. That's a half-inch, if anyone wonders what the significance of that number is. Armed with a 50 millimeter short main cannon, two 50 cal machine guns, and a Tau guided missile. It's powered by a 6.2 liter V6 petrol, and carries about 26 rounds of main gun ammunition, 6 missiles, and 1,400 rounds of machine gun ammunition. This is the A1 variant. There will be a variant after this one because there's a few problems with this one. Most of it has to do with the suspension, but we're still going to take it for a test drive before we do that. So let's go ahead and get into this thing. Okay. So as you can see, it uses 4-wheel steering. It's got 6 wheels in total, if you can count. It's a little awkward driving down here. Your hands kind of stick out of the back. That's just a problem we'll have to deal with right now. And also the machine guns, the way they pivot, they technically will go into the hull when you rotate the turret, but I'm not too worried about that right now. That's just that was just a visual choice for this mock-up. Gun fires low velocity heat rounds. I decided on the 50 millimeter original variant. Actually had a short barreled 75 millimeter, but it was just a little too heavy for this small of a vehicle. I think rounds fire about 400 meters per second or so in a pretty big arc, but that doesn't matter with this turret chip. Both barrels of the machine gun fire at the same time. The vehicle is capable of going about 50 miles an hour on flat ground. It'll go faster than that downhill. It uses a CVT transmission, and it's 6-wheel drive with that 4-wheel steering, like I said. Anyway, I think it looks like we might have a couple targets off to the left there. I don't think they've seen us yet. Let's take a look and see what we're dealing with. We go ahead and engage the brakes, slow it on down. We're gonna zoom in. Okay, it looks like we're up against an S9 light tank and an M11 main battle tank. 2 older designs, nothing I'm too afraid of. Let's see if we can move in closer without them noticing us. Okay, this is good. Okay, let's go ahead and give that M11 what for with our Tau missile here. So, was it a direct hit? Did we do any damage? I'm not sure. He doesn't look like he's seen us yet. Yeah, basically the Tau missile fires, it'll fire where you're aiming. You have to hit T to fire it, which is my zoom key. Let's see if we can shoot that S9 from here. These are very low velocity heat rounds, so they'll land kind of on top of it. Okay, we missed it there. Oh, it took a hit. Yep, these are hits. This gun's mainly intended more for a support kind of role, but up close we can do a little bit of damage. It has 130 millimeters of penetration. And then this gun just fills the air with steel. I guess lead it would be more proper. You gotta love those missiles. Oh, looks like we did a direct hit. Possibly knocked out some... Yep, we have a catastrophic kill on the M11. Let's move in closer and see if we can finish off that S9. Obviously, there's no one in these tanks. Okay. Now the first missile must have detonated prematurely or something like that. Light tanks don't have much rear armor. This vehicle is designed with a strong coaxial armament, specifically for situations like this where you fail to detonate a tank's ammo and it just blows up. The 50mm doesn't pack a huge punch, but it's good having that penetration performance, and it's similar. I have thought about mounting like a 60 or 80mm mortar, but it seems like the 50mm really has better performance and better rate of fire. But yeah, I'm liking this so far. It's kind of like a older fashioned type armored car with the 6-wheel layout. Though the 4-wheel steering is a little bit different. If you're having trouble getting your cars to steer ever with ACF, I theorize it has to do with make spherical, just because you're turning on little tiny, like your actual point contact with the ground is basically 1 point because you're using make spherical, and 4-wheel steering helps a lot with that. Like even if this car only had 4 wheels, it would still have trouble steering at higher speeds, but with 4-wheel steering, which when you're going faster, the back wheels are only turning about 10 degrees. It completely mitigates that issue. So that's a good reason to use 4-wheel steering. And to set up 4-wheel steering, you just gotta use you just have to have another steering anchor that is just inverse. Like you can just inverse the inputs if you want to, and you shouldn't have any trouble there. So anyway, this was my A19 Armored Car. I think it's a lot of fun. This is one of my only real multi-role vehicles I've made in a long time with that missile on there. And I think it works pretty good. It took me quite a long time to really narrow out the problems with this, but it's working pretty good. And it's got pretty good suspension for the kind of stuff I make. So I think it's a success. Have a good one.